Okay, so I want to show real quick basically how to get data in um, to kind of the master data sheet, which is going to produce this nice little, year two, quarter four. In our case, right now, I'm going to show you by producing the year three, quarter one results. Now, this is good, obviously, because the rest of our calculations are going to be based off of this past data. And also, there's some nice little conditional formatting. And I like the format she uses. Very easy to read, and I also modified it a little bit by doing little things by if it's by thousands of dollars or thousands of units or millions of dollars. I went ahead and multiplied by whatever I needed to and put the respective sign, comma, correct number of decimal places, etc., etc. So that at a glance, we can see what happened last quarter immediately after we made the decision. So I already have BusPog loaded. First of all, okay, so this is basically the folder that you need to have set up. You see, here's your master and all your quarters here, and then this YQ template, okay? This folder called raw, let me go inside. I put year two, quarter four, just as kind of how it's to show how it's gonna look when there's things already in there. Obviously, right now there would be nothing in there if I didn't have that. So let's go and download the file quickly. Okay, so here it's already pointing to this this directory. So what we need to do is name it raw.xls. Okay, and don't save it as a 2007 style worksheet. I don't want to deal with the formatting errors that come from going back and forth. Let's just keep everything 2003 format. So then go ahead and save, close, and that's it. You're never going to open this. Okay, so just make sure it's there. Back out and open your master. Okay, now of course the security will come up. You'll need to enable both the macros and the linked content. Okay, let's go to our decision. So all of this data is linked, okay, meaning that this all points to that raw data sheet that I put there. And as you can see, everything's formatted very nicely in dollar format, percentages, everything that we need. Here, obviously, the sheet is for an at a glance of what did we do last quarter, make sure that all the decisions came out right. Here in our production and our sales, we can nicely see everything. Productivity has already been calculated, all that good stuff. Then we can come see our costs. Okay, everything's in dollar format with decimals, and also this way, by multiplying it out so you see the whole thing, you get actually a more accurate picture of what you're looking at. You may say at first, oh, well, I'd rather just see 29,000,004. Okay, and that's cool, but actually, $31,571.87 is actually a lot of money. So this is why I multiplied everything out. And it's going to help us in the end. So come over here. Here's the financial statement. Okay, economy and stock market. I went ahead and did some conditional formatting here. So and I also, very clearly here so that we can see where are we in all this. But the red is the top three. Okay, the highest stock price, highest earning per share, and then obviously lowest bond interest, lowest loan interest. I don't know why it highlighted 4 in the bond interest and loan interest, but I didn't feel like dealing with it. Now in the industry estimates, I went ahead and did the same thing, multiplied everything across, as you can see. Here, I transposed everything across. Here, RC Media, that's us. And then the red, again, is just highest. Who has the highest average price? Who's spending the most on advertising? Who's paying the highest sales commissions? Who has the highest profit sharing? Well, look, that's us. Highest sales salaries company, too. Really messed that up somehow. Highest production wages. Okay. Production output, I like that. We have one of the lowest production outputs, and yet, we have one of the lower production outputs. We are in the production workforce, we are on the top 4, but still one of the lower. And yet we have pretty much by far the highest production output, so that's very good. Sales force and unit sales. Okay, now, how do we get this into a format that we can now use very easily? So let's go back to our folder, see this YQ template, so we'll go ahead and open it. Now, we need to enable the macros. Okay, now the first thing to do, and you have to do this or else it'll throw an error, is, well, before that I guess we should name this Y3Q1. Okay, now after that you must put the cursor in the top left corner for each sheet or this macro that I wrote will crash. Okay, so now you just tab over back to your other one, click copy sheet, tab back over here, and paste sheet. And everything is pasted perfectly, but now this is just the values. Okay, so I wish there was a way to do it all in one step, but this is the best I could come up with. I didn't want to waste too much time trying to figure it out, and this still easily beats having to do this the old-fashioned way, so what is this? If I wasn't explaining this, how long would this take? About 30 seconds. So I think this was a pretty effective way of doing everything. In fact, by the time I finish my sentence, I'm already going to be done here. Copy, and all the conditional formatting will copy over with it. It's not stuck to those cells. Let me demonstrate real quick. If, let's say, this company had a stock price of 1, okay, you see the conditional formatting would go away. So the conditional formatting command comes over with it also. So no reason to worry about that. Paste sheet. Okay, now we're done. Now, since this is a template, what's nice about it is when you go to save it, he's going to ask you to create a whole new workbook. So obviously you're going to name this year 3, quarter 1, navigate to your folder, which in my case is here. Now, remember, Excel 2003 workbook. Do not want to deal with the formatting issues of 2007. So now we click save. It's going to check compatibility. Just uncheck it and click continue. Okay, click out of that. On the master, I usually say no to saving the changes. If you did by accident change anything, you shouldn't want to, because this is kind of just the in-between sheet of the raw data and the finished product, so I wouldn't. But now you see when we open our year 3, quarter 1, and you don't need to worry about enabling the macro now. Now we have everything, and it's copied in its number form, so it'll be very easy to input this into our decision sheets. Okay.